Hey everybody, it's Conrad here with FootageCrate.com, and I put on a shirt specifically to introduce this DaVinci Resolve How to Conform video that I sincerely hope that you enjoy. Over to me. Conrad Hughes here with FootageCrate.com. Now I've just signed in as a user in Resolve. The way that you make a new one is to click the plus button. Plus buttons normally make things on Resolve. So now I'm going to make just a little test project to show you how to get from nothing to conforming some media. So the first thing that you might notice is that when you first open Resolve Lite, there's nothing in your library. This confused me a little bit. So what you do is you go DaVinci Resolve Preferences and Media Storage, click the plus sign, and then you can just select one of your hard drives. So I'll take my second SSD and I'll choose editing. Oh, it already exists, great. So when you do this and when you change them, you'll be prompted to reboot Resolve. The only other thing you really need to worry about in the preferences right now is if when you open Resolve, it comes up with a CUDA error, and you do have a GeForce card or a CUDA compatible card. What you need to do is this. So if you're running a laptop, say with integrated graphics, as well as a discrete graphics chip, you need this bit of code. So I'll select it for you, pause the video, write it down, put it in the advanced tab, come back. Okay, when you click save, your preferences have been updated. Hit restart, and then you'll have your lovely library there. So there we go. Okay. One other important thing to do is to turn on the autosave. You have to save the project first before that will come on. So what I'm going to do now is I will take some bits and pieces from my skimpy sailing film about Northeast Indonesia. So, Rangers, day 1, GH2. I could import my MTS files, but Resolve doesn't read audio from there. So I recommend converting everything you do in Resolve to ProRes before you do it, or maybe a DNX HD codec if you're not using a Mac. Okay, so here I've got an image of some goats. Cool, goats in Harapanjaya. So I want to take that and I'm going to drag it into my master. The clips have a different frame rate than the current project settings. Yes. So I want to do everything in 23.976 and 1920 by 1080. One of the brilliant things about Resolve is that it is properly resolution independent. So I can set my timeline to anything I want, as long as it's 4K or less with Resolve Lite. And I can, it'll just convert everything for you. You won't be able to tell the difference. You can run a 60 frames per second timeline and just drop your 24 frame per second footage on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go select my in and out point. So I don't want too much of this goat footage, so I'm going to press I to select my in here, and then O to take it out. There we go. Now, if I go onto my edit, I can click on my media pool here, and this is going to use the selected in and out points if I created a timeline. So what I would then do, if I'm going to take, say, 3, 4 of these clips, select them all. One way of doing this, create timeline using selected clips. This is how I normally just get everything underway. So I'll call this Guff because it's Guff. Edit. There's my timeline. Okay. One way to speed up your playback on Resolve, I'm running on the battery here, so it's a bit slower, just to turn the sound off on the color. And it should play back a lot better. There we go. This little green light up here shows that it's playing in real time. There we go. Cool. And I'm running fraps as well. Now I'm going to switch to my project where I have everything already all conformed and put in. Don't need to save that. Okay, tourism of East Misul, which is an area in northeast Indonesia. So as you can see, I've got my timeline here using all different types of footage. This GoPro stuff is in 59.99 thing, 60 frames per second. And then you see it's playing back here at real time in 24. Okay, so just heading back to the media tab. What I would do then is take everything, set in and out points, and normally create a timeline for each bin. Time lapse. There we go. And if I go to edit, there's my time lapse. Yeah. Marvelous. However, for this project, because I've already nicely organized everything into bins, I'm just going to create a single master timeline and then just drag and drop things from the media pool. As I've put them in, I want to remember that I've used them. So I'm going to click on them and I'm going to press G. This is going to flag the clip. So as you can see here, let me unflag that. Unflag. Clear that. G to flag. There you go. So now I can see which bits of footage I've used. I've not used this. So one great way to conform footage to the timeline is, so I'm going to put my mouse just here. And I want to take this bit of footage. I've already set in and out points. I'm going to drag it over here. And it gives me these options: insert, overwrite, replace, fit to fill, or place on top. They're all pretty simple to understand, which is one of the benefits of Resolve. I'm just going to insert that there, and you see it puts it on the V1 time video layer. So a little bit more footage there. Now, what I would like to do is just speed that up. I might bring it down. There. If I bring that down using the regular cursor, the normal edit mode, it's just going to leave me with this blank space. So I'm going to do it with the trim edit mode and just trim that back. Okay. So now I've got this little overview of here in Raja and Pat, but it's still not quick enough. So I'm going to change the clip speed and just increase the frame rate to, let's go 136. Cool. And I'll just bring that back. So now what I've got, there we go. That's how long I want it to take. Brilliant. This is an image sequence as well, so that's just really simple to do. You just drag and drop your image sequences as you would in Premiere. And okay. That's pretty much it, really. Take your stuff, edit it as you see fit. One really useful cursor shortcut is Y to select everything on a single track going forwards from where the cursor is, or Alt and Y to select everything going forwards on all tracks. This means that if I want to just bring everything back a little bit, I can do so. See? And again, Control-Z undoes, Control-Shift-Z redoes. Okay, I'll just take this into the color panel real quick, and then I can do anything I like. Turn him red. Let's just reset that. So there you go. Once you've colored your footage, and I really recommend just giving it a rudimentary color so you can turn your scopes on. It's a bit too bright. Bring that down a bit. There we go, a bit more contrast. You can see the jellyfish in the sea. And let's bring up, using the qualifier, these jellyfish here. Check the highlight with Shift-H. There we go. I can turn them red if I want. You see the picture, I'm doing this with no finesse and very quickly, so I'll just delete that node. Brilliant. And then when you are really happy with what you've done, you've created some titles just from the toolbox in the lower left-hand corner, like this. So my title here is going to be, what's it going to be? I'm going to call this Jellyfish Are Cool.org. Let's bring that size down a bit. I'm going to increase the tracking. There we go. Now I'm going to get loads of donations for my NGO, jellyfisharecool.org, because I've got awesome titles in a cool font. There we go. Now I'll deliver. I can select. Let's just select everything for now. And if you're just going on the basic mode, it's all these different things. Let's do it as a single clip, H.264, QuickTime, 24 frames per second, and export audio. Brilliant. And then let's clear this render queue. Close. Add the job to render queue, and then hit render. Brilliant. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with some more on how to use Resolve in the future. Until then, like the video if you liked the video, and thank you for watching.